Is it there, Pa?
Atta boy. Positive joy to behold.
Thanks, Johnny. The pleasure's all yours, Selden.
Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Did Johnny Yuma, the rebel, he wandered alone. Johnny Yuma.
Fine, Selden. Now practice your draw for a while. Stand a little improvement in your timing. Thanks.
Well, dogged if you ain't done it, Yuma. Build me a man-sized son from the ground up.
Well, it wasn't hard, Mr. Hollingsworth. All Selden cares about is pleasing you.
It's only since his mama passed over. Before that, what struck you as peculiar? Boy his age living on one of the biggest spreads in Texas. His pa hiring you to learn him how to rope and ride and do all the things most kids pick up before they shed their diapers.
I just figured he'd been brought up in the East.
Nope. He's on the premises. You signed on as wrangler, hadn't been no further east than the bunkhouse. See, Johnny, Mrs. Hollingsworth was a fragile sort. Birth in Selden took a big toll. Reckon she wouldn't have hung on long as she did if it wasn't for having the boy next to her. 18 years she lingered on. Years that stretched a wide bridge between me and my son. One day all this will come to Selden. It's a job for a man. It's time he learned that life's a hard rock to bed down with.
Well, how do you figure on teaching him?
I want you to take my son to see the elephant.
I mean, take him to town, show him the sights?
Educate him. I want him so doggone educated he'll come back here talking to himself. Here's a list of things I want him to do. Only don't ever let on I planned it here.
Well, that's a tall order. You sure you want all this? Pilgrim Green as Selden could fetch up a heap of trouble.
I'm counting on it. Matter of fact, I'm insuring it. Fellas owed me a debt going on 6 years. I'm sending you two to Singletree to collect.
Singletree? You're wide open as Sintown this side of Dodge.
Well, never heard of nobody learning to swim in a mud puddle.
Enough to take a fella's breath away.
I hope you'll be equally pleased with your accommodation, Mr. Hollingsworth, knowing your father would have wished. I've taken the liberty of assigning you and Mr. Yuma the governor's suite, sir. If there's anything we can do to make your stay more pleasant, please don't hesitate to ask, sir.
Well, there is one thing. You see, I've been noticing that everybody's dressed so fancy-like. Well, makes Johnny and me look like two warts in a cowlick, you know?
Oh, say no more, sir. I'll have the finest tailor up at your suite, sir.
Well, thank you.
Oh, Mr. Hollingsworth, will you and Mr. Yuma be stopping long, sir?
That depends. We're looking for a man named Josiah Boyd. Where can we find him?
Try turning around. Bull Hollingsworth sprig, huh? I guess there's no need in asking what you want.
It's been 6 years owing, Mr. Boyd. $5,000 is a sizable sum.
Come here, boy. I want to show you something. You see that street there? That sign? Well, your daddy helped put that there. That's my homeboy, Helltown. A few years back, your daddy and some other respectable citizens got together and decided Singletree'd become too wild for upright folks. So what they did, they split it down the middle. Sin on one side, sermons on the other.
How come you to tell me this?
Because that's where my money is. Down where your daddy planted me, south of the deadline. You got as much chance of collecting that debt as I have of preaching Easter services.
But Paul loaned you that money in good faith.
The day your daddy marked me dirt, I figure our account was squared.
I hear you run a popular gambling casino south of Deadline.
That's right.
There are roughly 40 men on Bull's payroll, and everyone's a wizard with a gun. It'd be a pity if they took a notion to come swarming in and take that place of yours apart. We'll be by tonight. Have the money ready. Treat you to a hot bath. Could both use one. Selden? You go ahead. I'll join you in a minute. Excuse me. Seeing as this is the first time Selden has set foot off his daddy's ranch, Bull wants it to be a memorable experience for the boy.
Well, there's a monologist over at the Opera House.
Well, that's not exactly the kind of experience Bull had in mind.
Drinking, gambling, brawling. Oh, I'm afraid you picked the wrong end of town to fill this order, sir.
I figure you could handle, item 6.
Item 6. A woman?
Well, Bull hopes to be a grandfather in this life. He's especially anxious for his boy to cultivate the acquaintance of the opposite sex. Some socially presentable young ladies his own age.
Can't promise, but I'll see what I can do, sir.
Thank you very much.
What'd I tell you? Look at them. Dumbstruck, every one of them. And I think I almost let you talk me into buying that black suit the tailor showed me.
Selden Hollingsworth. Oh, bless me. If you aren't the living image of your dear mama. Well, land sakes, child, it's Carrie Blyden that used to bounce you on her knee.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't remember.
Oh, well, how could you? Why, you weren't even toddling last time I saw your mama. Rest her soul. Oh, but many's the time I wondered, were you growing up the boy she wanted you to be? And when I heard that your daddy let you come to town, why, nothing would do but I had to see for myself.
I appreciate your interest, ma'am, but...
Well, it wasn't just curiosity that brought me. My niece Mavis is visiting from St. Louis, and oh, she's been pestering me to death to introduce her to an upstanding young man. And now you arrived, just like a package from a mail order house. Well, come on. Oh, come on, she won't bite. Come on. Mavis, dear. This is Mr. Selden Hollingsworth.
He's got a voice, miss. It's temporarily out of service, that's all. My name's Yuma, Johnny Yuma.
Well, I've some errands to run, so I'll leave you youngsters to get acquainted. Well, I'll meet you in the tea room.
Well, come to think of it, there are a couple things I ought to do, too. Excuse me.
No, Johnny, don't go. Whatever it is, it can wait, can it?
Sure. Sure, it'll wait.
There's the dearest little tea room down the street. Why don't we all go there?
You came through like a champ.
Guess you know what you're doing.
Don't I always?
You know, Miss Mavis, when Pa said I was going to town without him, I just knew that something wonderful was going to happen to me.
And did it?
Miss Mavis, if I had a million choices, I'd still be right here walking with you.
With a line like that, I don't know why you thought you needed me along.
Hey, Mavis! Who's the Christmas tree?
You know them?
I may have met them. I don't remember.
What do you want with them anyway, Mavis?
No, Johnny. They're only having a little harmless fun.
Two boys don't make a man.
Look, fella, enough's enough.
Please excuse me, Miss Mavis. Johnny. What?
It was worth it. Johnny, it was worth it. I wouldn't care what he finds us. Disturbing the peace, inciting a riot, assaulting a law officer. He let us off pretty easy.
Hey, Johnny, do you think Mavis meant it when she said that she hoped we could get together tomorrow? Or do you think she just said it on account of her aunt and all?
Kind of like the girl, huh?
Oh, yeah. Gee, you know, first time I met her, it was as if this fist had closed right around my heart. And, well, I've been in mortal pain ever since.
You'll survive. There's plenty to keep us occupied. Don't forget, we still have to collect that money from Boyd.
Yeah.
Get your bets down, boys. Get your bets down, boys. Step up here and get your bets down, boys. All right. No more bets, please. No more bets. Down in number 6. Get your bets down, boys. Get your bets down, please. Step up here and get your bets down, boys. Get your bets down, boys. All right, now, please. Step up and get your bets down.
You're early. Money won't be ready for an hour yet.
We'll wait.
Well, I never doubted that. Buy you gentlemen a drink?
First drink of hard liquor.
Make every day a milestone, boy.
Selden, it's enough.
No, it's okay.
They tell me you've Been seen in the company of a handsome young lady.
Breathing, living angel.
Make your daddy pretty proud if you were to fetch such a prize home with you.
I'd like to know what's so funny. That's okay, Johnny. Where's that money, Boyd?
You'll get it. Enjoy yourself.
Hello, lover. Miss me?
Miss Mavis. What are you doing here?
I work here.
But your aunt. Does she know?
Why don't you ask her?
Hi, Sonny. Deal you in?
What does this get you? Satisfaction, Rev.
$5,000.
You're coming with me.
Hey, joke's over, boy. This is private property you got.
Nobody move.
Don't end here, Rev. Not like this.
No, you bet it doesn't.
Chop!
This is a private matter.
Johnny, I killed a man, didn't I?
I'd like to tell you it'll go away. It won't. But a little time will help you get over it some. I'll get something to help sober you up.
Johnny, what's this?
What's what?
It's in Pa's handwriting. Guess I don't need you now. Reckon I'm sober up just fine.
Selling
It was all worked out in advance, wasn't it? Between you and Pa. Everything but the killing, that is. How much did he pay you, Johnny? What's the price of turning a boy into a man?
He meant well, so.
Meant well? So a person has to earn the right to wear the name of Hollingsworth, does he? All right. I'll see that he gets his money's worth. 2 Hollingsworths for the price of 1.
Where do you think you're going?
To fetch my bride. That's one thing I can do on my own. Seems kind of a dirty trick to pull, seeing it was you who taught it to me. You owe me $5,000, right? Now, you got a piece of property I want. You turn her over to me, and we'll call off the debt, all right?
You got yourself a deal. Step over here, we'll make out a receipt.
Don't be a fool, kid. Sign that paper and you're as good as dead.
Shut up.
I heard what happened about the girl. Believe me, it wasn't my fault. I told Mr. Boyd it was a cruel joke, but he made me.
He put a gun to your head, did he?
The town may not let him live north of the deadline, but there's no law says he can't invest money here. This hotel, Boyd owns it.
That may be good enough for you now. But how good's it gonna be if Selden comes back feet first?
Want the girl or not?
Wait a minute. There's another way of settling this. Winner take all.
I'm agreeable to that, too. Pick it up. You want to live? Ask me.
Bull Hollingsworth's son doesn't beg for his life.
Then Bull Hollingsworth's son's gonna be a long time dead.
Don't shoot.
Louder. I want to hear it. I want to hear it loud and clear. I want to hear Bull Hollingsworth's boy beg for his life.
Please. Don't shoot.
He asked. That ends it.
I was right. I ain't fit to wear the name of Hollingsworth.
He never thought that. When he asked me to take you to see the elephant, he was just looking to knock the rose-colored glasses off you.
I failed him.
Because of cowardice? Only a fool dies for a stupid gesture. A man's death should count for something. It wasn't courage that brought you here. It was liquor and pride. You wanted to punish the world for hurting you. That's a pretty poor excuse for dying.
But I begged him. I begged for my life. You heard me.
That's when you grew up. And if you can't see that, you're not the man I think you are.
Clay, you were due at the South Range an hour ago. Come on, man.
In a way, it saddens me.
I know what you mean.
Went to town to see the elephant. Came back a full-grown man. 10 foot tall and still climbing. I may retire sooner than I expected.
No sooner than me. My job's finished here.
More elephants?
There's a whole herd of elephants scattered all over the American landscape. I've just begun to take their census.
You know something, Johnny? When you first came here, I couldn't help wishing you were my son.
You've got a son, Mr. Hollingsworth. The best.
Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Did Johnny Yuma, the rebel, he wandered alone. He got fighting mad, this rebel lad. He packed no star as he wandered far, where the only law was a hook and a draw. The rebel, Johnny Yuma, he searched the land, this restless land. He was panther quick and leather tough. If he figured that he had been pushed enough, the rebel, John Yuma.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.